There's a blood moon that's occurring right now. It's starting. It's going to go until about 1 a.m. Pacific time, 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The high point or the darkest point of this eclipse will be at 3 a.m. Okay, so this is not just any other eclipse. This is a very interesting blood moon eclipse, and here's why. Tonight's blood moon eclipse falls right on the Jewish holiday of Purim, which starts tonight at sundown. So we are now in Purim, Jewish holiday, which is the salvation of the Jews from the book of Esther. They were all sent to be massacred, and she appealed to the king, and they were saved. Now there's another one coming up in September, and that happens right before Rosh Hashanah. There's a third one coming up in March 3rd of next year, 2026, and that happens again on Purim, the night of Purim. So we have tonight, 2025 in March, happening on Purim. We've got one in September, right before Rosh Hashanah, and we have another one next year in March, right before Purim. God is sending us signals. Now, there are some other significant events that have occurred during blood moons that specifically relate to Israel, and here are a few. In the years 1493 through 1494 was the Spanish Inquisition, and this blood moon tetrad was aligning with the Jewish holiday of Passover and Sukkot. In Spain, they expelled the Jews, which caused a diaspora in which they fled to various parts of Europe and the Middle East, which changed the Jewish history, impacted it, and changed communities all over the world. The next one was in 1949 and 1950, where Israel was established once again as a nation, which many people look to the start of a clock, of God's prophetic clock for the end times. And this also happened over Passover and Sukkot. Then we have the Six-Day War, 1967 through 1968, another tetrad of blood moons. And this again happened over Passover and Sukkot. And this was when Israel took back Jerusalem and the Temple Mount. And we had most recently, 2014 and 2015, another tetrad of blood moons. This was a period of significant tensions rising with the Palestinian-Israeli conflict, including the Gaza Strip, which now we see what's happening in the Gaza Strip. And Iran's nuclear deal was negotiated, affecting the security of Israel. So we have a pattern of significant events happening over blood moons, eclipses, that deal directly with Israel. So now we have another three. Now a tetrad is four. We don't have four. It's not a tetrad, but there are three about every 6 months apart from now, Purim, through March 3rd of 2026, again on Purim. So will something happen? People are watching. People are wondering and waiting. Could this be significant? I think if nothing else, that it is always a shadow, is always a sign. The moads, the times, the appointed times that we are supposed to be looking for things to happen. God's calling card. God's telling you, pay attention, look up to the skies, and know the time is drawing nigh.